Hi, I'm Christy. Today I want to talk to you about continuing to protect our loved ones. As we conclude this series on figuring out how to best protect our loved ones with special needs, I want to spend this final week taking one more look at social media in general. Personally, I think that social media can have a positive impact on anyone's life, including those with special needs. It provides a way to keep in touch with those people in our lives with whom we no longer have consistent contact, and it helps us stay up to date with the highlights of friends' lives. Social media also allows us to get to know more about celebrities and things that are important to them. Sometimes we even get to follow non-human celebrities, like cartoon characters. Overall, this is relatively harmless and helps us stay connected, something that is especially important in these times of self-quarantine and lowered physical and personal contact. Social media can also broaden our horizons by showing us new people, products, celebrities, and a whole host of other options. Sometimes these new options help us become better versions of ourselves. Maybe we find a new game to play online, or a new way of eating. I've even found groups that have developed into a sort of friendship between the group members. I wouldn't trade them for anything. Sometimes I'll get on social media just to check in with those online friends. Yes, there are also downsides to social media. It can be a huge time waste or a time suck. How many times have you intended to get on Facebook or whatever your preferred platform is for just a few minutes and discover an hour has passed? Yeah, me too. As we've seen throughout the series, there are definitely risks involved in being on social media. Cyberbullying, predators, friends who don't filter what they say, people who think that just because they're online, they can say anything they want without consequences. All of these risks exist on all social media platforms. Now, admittedly, some platforms make it easier for the negative side of life to show itself, while other platforms do a better job of protecting people. And yet, all platforms require that we take steps to protect ourselves and our loved ones. So first, I think one of the things we need to do is to let your loved one guide you on their level of social media involvement. If they're not interested in it, stay away. The risks aren't worth the protection effort for something that they're not even interested in. Realistically, our loved ones will most likely want to be involved in some social media. So what do we do then? The following list includes some things to consider. Which platform is your loved one interested in? How safe is it? What safety measures can you put into place to protect them? Are they aware enough to change settings to less safe levels? How will they use the platform? Do you have family guidelines in place that you can enforce with them? And if not, could you create some that would apply to all family members? In the end, each family will decide what's right for each family member. These choices may vary depending on the individual. I've said it before, and I'm sure I'll say it again. What each family decides will be right for them. I may not agree, but that's okay. You may not agree with my decisions either. To each his own. Finally, here's something that I think a lot of people forget or maybe never think of. As much as possible, include your loved one with special needs in the decision-making process. I've mentioned that before. Here's the key, though. Respect their requests and desires as much as possible. For example, you may decide that Snapchat, or whatever platform is appropriate, isn't the safest place for them. But is there something similar that provides enough safeguards that you could say yes to them? I think the biggest thing to remember is this. Do everything you can to protect your loved ones the best you can. But at the same time, also remember that no precautions are 100% guaranteed nor 100% safe. Finally, we all need to remember that we're all doing the best we can with what we know today. No one can ask any more from us than that. So give yourself grace and move on. So my question for you this week is this. Does your loved one use any social media? Have you put safeguards in place to help protect them? I'd love to hear your thoughts. You can leave me a comment below, or you can leave me a comment over on the blog. That's at www.havenofhopeforme.com. This originally posted the beginning of March of 2021. Protecting AJ while allowing him to experience the benefits of social media so that I can continue to say that life is good and there is never a dull moment.